Hi everybody, it's G.I. Gary from Pint O Comics, and today I'm going to take a look at the Target exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Island Firefly. Yep, I got my hands on one of these. I couldn't find it in the store. I did pay scalper pricing because I thought I needed it, and it is pretty cool. And let's take it out of the box and show you what's up. Here's Firefly out of the box, all assembled. I wasn't expecting to like him with that big, heavy flak/explosive vest on him, because the pictures online do make it look really bulky. But as I spin him around, you'll see that he's actually pretty svelte. He's using a similar build out as the Classified Beachhead, so you can see like with the thinness and the articulation. So you got your double jointed knees, your double jointed elbows. You got this flexible upper arm shield on the right side, and it's actually really flexible, doesn't hinder movement. You got the double jointed shoulder hidden by the vest, and I will say the vest does hinder the double shoulder a little bit, but it is pretty cool. And then here you go, you got the backpack, and we'll stop here for a second. And everything's stored on the backpack, and this is one thing I do like about G.I. Joe Classified figures when I think the build is great. The backpack stores all of their gear. I don't need all their gear to be stored. I don't mind him carrying a rifle, walking around. But it is really cool when you can put all their gear in the backpack. And we'll take a better look at that in a little bit. So as we come around, you can see the grenades now coming over his left shoulder. And they're also molded as part of the bomb jacket. And then finally you have his goggles that are on top of his head. So once we finish getting them around and you get a nice view, like I said, really cool. Color is spot on for vintage Firefly. I'm not a huge Firefly fan, but I am a huge 6-inch Target G.I. Joe Classified Firefly fan, and that probably will come out in this review. And one of the reasons why I rushed to put this one out for Pint O Comics. So here we go. I'm gonna get a little viewer in here. And we'll take. So first off is you got the goggles here, right? So you got this antenna, or is it a mouthpiece? So as we get a little closer, it looks almost as if I got the goggles on upside down, but it seems to fit better on his head. And we'll take the backpack off for a moment. So you get the goggles on the head, and let's get a little bit, come on, focus. There we go. So you got the goggles right there. And like I said, they're really nice. They're in that red that they're really doing. And then you can see the bridge. You can see the bridge of the goggles, right above his head right there. And it looks like it's upside down. So when you flip it on upside down, or right side up, I don't know. It comes down like that as a mouthpiece, but then it looks like the goggles lenses are facing the wrong way. So unfortunately for me, the goggles are a near miss. They look cool. They add great to the aesthetic, but could take it or leave it. But if the bomb jacket here wasn't on it, these would immediately just be lost. So taking off the goggles, we could take a look at it, the face mold here. So what they wanted to do with this face mold is they wanted to make it unique. So they gave him some scarring and some damage from, like, let's say an explosion or a firefight gone awry. Now some people are like, oh, he's a master saboteur, he wouldn't have, I mean, come on, he's Firefly, he's a mercenary, of course he's been in a firefight or 3. So, and of course he's also gotten hurt on the job. It is a really nice feature to that. It is an homage to a comic book cover, I think. And it is really cool. I just think the face sculpt on this thing is, they knocked it out of the park with that. Now take a look at the bomb jacket. The bomb jacket is a little, I would say, late aughts, early 10s, when everything had to be angular. So it's a little out of style, I would say. Not saying that it wouldn't do its job on Firefly. It's a lot more svelte, I feel, in person than it is, like I said, on the back packaging art. We'll give his arm a little ratchet up, and you can see it goes up and down. It is very loose or very flexible, and it does its job really well, guarding his shoulder here. And like I said, I wish this vest here, this flak vest, was removable. That would help. That would help the figure overall, but I'm not sad it isn't. Right here, he does have his protection. Could come in handy. And, like the long johns in the cartoons, escape hatch for those trips to the Porta John. But, overall, he's solid. It doesn't really add anything, but it doesn't detract. And I think that's what I'm looking at. I think overall, it looks pretty good. Maybe if they did something similar to his version 1, they could have, they could slim down the body mold, but I don't know. I think this looks pretty good, but it does, like I said, it does sometimes look a little bit heavy, but it feels a lot lighter in person. And, he could still infiltrate a enemy stronghold and plant devices to cause maximum destruction. So taking a look at the backpack, the drone perches right at the top of the backpack. So you see little slots here. Those don't really do anything, but the drone does sit in there. Now, the drone is kind of funny, and I'll show you a picture later, because the feet do tilt back, so it could fly through the air with its feet out, almost like a transformer. But it is, got more of the little red lens, because everything has to be red lenses right now. It's a pretty, it's a modern theme. It does have a nice aesthetic to it. You got the turbine blades. It's well detailed. It didn't need to be articulated here, but they did it, so that's pretty cool. And, like I said, there's a fair amount of detail in it, and I like it. It adds to Firefly. It makes sense that he would have a drone to drop off bombs and stuff. Ooh, here you go. Here's your little pet drone. And then we'll take a look at more of the backpack. So his Nerf blaster here, stores nicely. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of in the Classified line is the peg on the side of the guns, but I do like it because it involves fitting into the hole into the backpack. So you can't have it all, I guess. And this is obviously, it's modeled off of a Nerf gun and scaled down for Firefly. So it's neat. Again, I'd say it doesn't add or detract anything. Understand what Hasbro's doing with the fake weapons rather than the real weapons. Don't necessarily agree with it 100% of the time, but that's his sidearm. So next up on the backpack, we have the trademark 6 or 7 sticks of dynamite attached to a timing device. And the wires got the slot here for slipping on the peg on the backpack. It doesn't fit really on the drone, so we'll get the drone. So you can have the drone carry it, but you got to pinch the feet a little bit. So if you want the drone to be, flying around as a suicide drone, it does work. And like I said, you pinch the feet, and it goes the distance. So pretty cool, and this works. And while some people may say that the old sticks of dynamite might be a little old-fashioned, but it still, reminds me, of Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. So you got, your traditional sticks of dynamite for maximum kaboom. Because plastic explosive, while it would be more modern, I don't know if it would resonate more with the figure as a saboteur, or just resonate as, for play value. Like, what sticks of dynamite are. Plastic explosive might not be as evocative of what he is. So while we got the backpack, one more thing starts out, and it just fell out, which is the first time it has, is we have his PDA is personal digital assistant, tablet, messaging device, drone control, what have you. So you have the little circular thing. That's really, as far as I can tell, that is just to fit in the circular portion of the backpack here, which it fits nicely in the back. And then you do have a little, cavity here. One thing I think for a missed opportunity is it would do some like decal or deco inside this for defining what he is doing with this, or even just like a little blue, for a screen, or white for a screen, or heck, even red, because everything is red. But it's there. It will be there for him to, get messages, direct bombing explosions, or his drone, or, call his girlfriend. And then finally, we'll take a look at his backpack. And like, I do enjoy the red on the bomb and the drone. I enjoy the silver accent on his black backpack, showing off his tools of the trade. You got, your adjustable wrench. You got your needle nose pliers, your lineman's pliers, and your angle cutters. So in that, really highlighting it, and all the tools on the backpack of what's going on. This is solid. I mean, it's a solid backpack. It stores stuff. This is the kind of backpack I wish all G.I. Joe figures had, stuff that stores their gear. And like I said, really fits Firefly, and I'm really happy. Like I said, his gear fits on the backpack. That's my quick review of G.I. Joe Classified, the Target exclusive Firefly. He is definitely very reminiscent of his version 1, even though I do like the version 2. I do have an affinity for version 2. But this one is awesome. I like the fact that all his gear stows neatly in the backpack. He can infiltrate an installation and to be his saboteur self and blow shit up. He is a Target exclusive, so you're going to have a hard time finding him. So you will need to check websites like Pop Finder or other things to see when he is in stock. He has actually never shown in stock in my home state of Connecticut as of this recording. So I did pay a little bit of a premium price online to get him, but he is right now one of my top figures in the G.I. Joe Classified line. I am happy I have him. He is super cool. He is solid. Everything is tight. I have had no issues with him, and I enjoy him. Now, the one thing I will say is if you tilt back the drone and you put it up against his head, and I hope I get this, it does look a little bit like a Mickey Mouse head. You still have the Cobra Island box artwork. You have this nice artwork of him on the side. You have his specialties on this side, and got the artwork right here. Oh, and yes, this is a friend's. I'm borrowing it because I couldn't wait to open him up. He is awesome. He is pretty cool. I'm happy I got him. You can like this video if you like Firefly. You can dislike this video if you hate hunting Target exclusives. You can leave a comment below if you have some epithets that you want to scream about, and about how, hard it is to get these and why you have to pay a premium price for them. Or you can just say, hey, he's pretty cool. Or, hey, he's pretty dumb. Leave a comment below. It's G.I. Gary. It's Pint O Comics. Subscribe to this video. Hit the bell icon so you can get notified when we put new videos out there of new podcasts and reviews and just random stuff that we are going to do as pop culture. We're www.pintocomics.com for more news, and keep up with us on social media like Facebook and Twitter at Pint O Comics, or on Instagram at Pint_O_comics. And you can also find the Sunday night WESUFM.org show. It streams for 2 weeks after initial broadcast. So with that, see ya.